messed it up again.
No, you didn't. You don't need to stay inside the lines. Here, look. There's no right way to be creative. You just have to do what inspires you. I find a little chaos can be good for creativity.
Oh, welcome back to DBL. If we had to lay out a list of accomplishments for our next guest, we'd need a way longer show. Not only is he the star of your favorite movies, but now he's the executive producer and he stars in his series, Wolfboy and the Everything Factory, which is all about the oddballs and dreamers changing the world. Welcome, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you all again.
Good to see you. And we're told that we can call you Joe now. We've evolved, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you're Joe.
You were told that. You can call me whatever you want.
Okay.
Joe, Joey, Joseph,
Joey.
Jose, Giuseppe, Yossel.
I'm going with
anything.
I'm going to go with Joey.
Okay, I'm going with my favorite, which is JGL. Okay, good response.
Is that a speaker company?
Moving through, no, that's JBL. Anywho,
Good job, Tori.
I also wanted to say to you, thank you for being on Third Rock from the Sun, which we didn't bring up. I thought that was an excellent show. We are
thanks.
Excellent show. So we are so excited though about this current project of yours. Not only are you the EP, but you play Professor Luxcraft in Wolfboy and the Everything Factory. And I just wanted to know, did you come up with this idea, or is this your version of the universe's creations? Were you doing a ton of drugs with it? Like, what was this all about?
There you go.
So this was decidedly not my idea, actually. This is me identifying a good friend of mine and a brilliant artist and saying, you deserve a TV show. What would you do if you could do anything? His name is Toph Masri. And, I run this creative community called Hit Record, and he has always been this exemplary artist in our community. He's a brilliant writer and musician and illustrator and animator, just like this virtuoso artist. And when I said, what would you do if you could do anything? He came up with Wolfboy and the Everything Factory.
Wow. What a story.
I like it. So, Joe, I'm going to call you Cutie for the rest of the interview. Just so
I didn't say you
things
could
are
call me Cutie. I said Joe, Joey, Jose. There's lots of variations on Jose. I said Cutie. Come on.
I'll stick with Jose. No, never. Now we just offended you and everybody else. All right. You've been in countless projects. What makes a role a success for you after you complete it?
That's a cool question. One of the things I look for is, can I watch it and not see myself? Because part of the goal as an actor is to sort of transform yourself. And you saw the picture of Professor Luxcraft, the character I play in Wolfboy and the Everything Factory. I'm this wizard with a lavender beard. I mean, I never thought that I would get to play this person, So in that way, I think this role is a big success for me.
For sure.
Yeah, it's like Dumbledore vibes. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so I got to talk about 10 things I hate about you. It's such
we got to.
It's one of the most, in my opinion, lovable and quotable movies. It's a classic. Is it true, though, when the opportunity came around that you didn't want to do it? Why?
It is true. When I was 17 years old, when that movie came around, all I wanted to do was act in Sundance movies.
Yeah.
I've been on a sitcom for years, and I just wanted to do more serious, whatever that means, serious things. And 10 Things I Hate About You came around. And I was like, this isn't what I want to do. And folks were like, yeah, but it's a pretty good version of what it is. And I was like, I don't care. I don't want to do it. And I went kicking and screaming, to be totally honest. And boy, was I wrong. I had the time of my life on that movie. I've made such good friends with people. We all just kind of loved each other and had a great time. And yeah, I'm still being asked about this movie that I did. What is it? More than 20 years ago now. It's hilarious. It goes to show I don't know what I'm doing. I just luck into it.
You're talking to a black man now, so I'm not going to ask about 10 things that I hate. Yes, I was trading mixtapes with the homies, but yes, it's popular and I've seen it and it's good. Obviously, man, your movies are the kind of movies that make you feel different. Like you feel like your senses are different after you watch them. And I wonder, how does this affect you? Like, which movie of yours do you think manipulates the senses the most for the viewer? Which movie do you think most people get into?
Wow, I love the manipulates the senses.
Yeah.
That's a really cool way to put it. I am going to, this isn't just a stock answer. I do think Wolfboy and the Everything Factory has a certain kind of psychedelic appeal
Yes.
that reminds me of what you're talking about
Yes.
with manipulating the senses. I mean, look, it's a movie for children. I think children are in touch with their senses in a way that some of us adults have forgotten. And, you know, I'm a dad, and hanging out with my kids and just going to Storyland and playing with our imaginations, it's one of the greatest joys in my life. It's something that we don't do enough as adults, I think. And that's, I think, why this show is something we always wanted to be something that kids would like watching, and also their parents and adults would want to watch it with them. I think a lot of stuff that's made for kids nowadays is frankly just annoying.
Yeah.
It's so hyper stimulating
Yep.
and kind of over the top, and like I cringe when I see it, and I'm worried about a generation of kids that's raised on these kind of hyper shows. And Wolfboy is something that I think it's not shrill like that. It's not hyper. It's beautiful and it's sincere, and it's made from somebody who's, like I said, Toph, who's the creator of it, and all of us who are supporting him are people who love the child inside and want to find that in ourselves. So,
I love it.
I mean, you know, look, we could talk about Inception, or we could talk about, I don't know, Looper, or we could talk about, like, I got to do the English translated voice of The Wind Rises, which is Miyazaki's last film. Miyazaki, if you're an anime fan, is like the kind of auteur of auteurs. So I've gotten to do some like beautiful things that go there with the senses like you're talking about. But I really believe in Wolfboy in terms of this question. Like, if you want to be transported somewhere else, give it a try. Wolfboy and the Everything Factory.
Yes,
Well, as a parent, I have a new show to watch with my kids.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, Joe. We love having you here. And to our viewers, get excited because all 10 episodes of Wolfboy and the Everything Factory Season 2 are available to stream now on Apple TV+. And make sure you check out the creative community on hitrecord.org. It's so good. We'll be right back.
Bye, Jose.
Thank you.
Bye, JGL.
Bye-bye. Bye, cutie.
Yeah.